Dude, you know what's a weird thing? Pauly Shore wanted to cut you with a knife.
I don't even remember.
Dude, like, what's that life like? Wherever you go, it must open up the strangest things from anybody, from Pauly Shore to just like a stranger in the street. Like, your life is probably so interesting.
Yeah, one time I was just walking out of a deli and this dude was like, I have this baseball bat. Can I hit you with it?
Oh.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Maximum Zach. On today's episode, we have Spencer from Discount Cemetery.
Hi.
How's it going, dude?
Amazing. I'm
How
on
are
the
you?
show. This is
Oh,
so
yeah.
cool. It's like Stay Tuned with John Ritter when he gets sucked into the TV.
What a reference.
This just happened to me. I watched so many of these episodes, and now I'm in an episode.
For everybody at home listening to this, Spencer literally texted me yesterday saying that he was like binging all these episodes.
I have favorite ones.
You have favorite ones?
Yeah, I learned a lot. It's good that I watched a bunch because I would have just repeated stuff.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna ask him this. Oh, well, that's in this episode.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I'm gonna bring up this. Well, that's in that. So
Spencer's a real fan.
yeah, it was sick.
Oh, yeah.
John Daly, I think, is the homie from Comedy Bang Bang.
yeah.
He
Oh,
was
yeah,
on here.
he's hilarious.
He's just me in another body, in another flesh suit. 'Cause
Honestly,
everything he
yes.
said, I'm like, fuck. Like, that's my whole thing I want to talk about.
Yeah.
So if you want to know my episode, just watch John Daly's.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
And end of episode. Thanks for stopping by, Spencer.
Yeah.
See you, bye.
I don't want to leave yet. This is fun.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Well, you guys know I'm a big John Daly fan, and I started, not just me, my wife and me started making clothes out of our garage, and we got laid off from like our normal jobs, and that was 7 years ago. And it's not easy, and today is a great example. This is the weirdest day, just an off, tempo day. But point is, that's what we do, but that's our role in it. It's a brand. I hate to like dumb it down. I want to sound cool. Like if you ask David Lynch, what does he do? I guess would he say movies, or would he just be like, you figure it out?
Yeah,
You
I
know?
mean, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like Lynchian about it, but it's a brand. We make clothes, and it's cool. I feel like we're a mosaic of thousands of people that wear the clothes or just F with us or think we're cool or hang out. And
yeah.
remember in college, you'd see those like mosaic posters of Bob Marley smoking a blunt, but it was really a million pictures. Do you ever know what I'm talking about? In like a dorm or whatever, it's a tiny million pictures, and then you step back, like, whoa, it's a million Bob Marleys to make one Bob Marley. I'm the guy holding the picture. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy holding the frame, and Discount Cemetery is everybody in there.
Fuck
So
yeah.
I just run it. I'm an admin for a lifestyle brand and it's just cool to be here now. I feel like we're all here together, guys. We made it. Discount Cemetery people out there, we call it the Skeleton Crew. Look at us now. It worked. I'm with you now. This is really cool.
Fuck yeah.
And now the reason why, we'll get into it later. Like, I don't want to steamroll this whole thing.
Yeah.
Fuck, you go ahead. I'll get to it later.
Oh, no.
I trust you. Don't put me in
Spencer's
the
got a lot
driver's
to say.
Dude, just
You,
go
you
for it.
drive. I'm in the passenger seat.
Dude. So, do you believe in ghosts?
Dude, I'm glad you asked. I want to. And
Yeah.
I don't want to go like super deep right away. I know we're getting to know each other,
Yeah.
but F it. You're the homie.
Yeah.
I just-
I mean, we might as well go deep.
I'm going to be honest, dude. You said something about how you heard wind chimes
Oh, yeah.
with your
yeah.
mom. And
Yeah.
I think I had a moment like that with Colleen, and it was super weird. And when you talked about it, it felt like that. Where it doesn't
wow.
feel like a ghost. It just feels like something that you don't know how to explain.
Yeah.
Ghosts in the physical sense, like the classic old school ghost, I want to see it. I want to see that. I want to see
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders. I want to see aliens. But it's like I have bad rhythm with all those things. Like I don't get to see any of those things.
Did
But
you
I'm
say Bernie Sanders?
I thought about this. You guys caught me in a pre-scripted bit. I was sitting there printing shirts and a little bit stoned, and I was like, I knew you'd probably ask me about ghosts, and my idea to say was
Yeah.
like, well, I believe in ghosts, Zach. Like I believe in aliens and Bernie Sanders. I love all three, but I just want to see them in person. Like
Yeah.
Bernie, I want to see you on the throne, and then I want to see an alien. I want to see a ghost. But the more you want it, you don't get it. You
Yeah.
can't do you know what I mean?
It's like when you're looking for love, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You find it in the last spot you're looking.
That's how I
When
met
you stop
Colleen.
looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stop looking for ghosts and Bernie Sanders. What are you doing?
They will find you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, dude, I guess the short version of mine is that we had my grandpa's cell phone, and I would pay for it for him, and he raised me. He's a super cool guy, very funny. And we were going through the voicemail before the 4G network or 3G network died all the way. So point is, the phone was going to turn off. So I'm like, well, let me listen to his messages and see if anybody called or something.
Yeah.
And as we were going through them, and we had the pre-recorded voice that says, press 7 to save your message or press 9 to delete.
Yeah.
In between that sequence, we heard somebody say, goodbye. A voice.
What the fuck?
I swear it sounds crazy.
That's crazy.
And we worked for Verizon for 12 years, so we're so familiar with that sequence of like sound. Like we've heard that recording more than the average person.
And never heard that.
Never
before.
heard that. And Colleen heard it too. And we just looked at each other. And I still feel like it didn't happen, but it did. And I think that's like your wind chime story where you heard wind chimes. And like it's connected to your mom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what it felt like. So I think I believe in that. That happened to me, dude. So I'm excited to report that happened. I never got to share that.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah.
That was radder than my Bernie Sanders reference. But both are important. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like there is like, I'm not even sure because I feel like that it's like paranormal in a sense. What does paranormal even really mean? You know, like, because I mean, yeah, like I don't know. I think when you say paranormal, people think like ghosts in like a traditional sense, and it's like, but I feel like there's definitely lots of moments in life where things like that will happen.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that are also I would consider paranormal. Like,
dude, there's this weird, not weird, it's just interesting. There's this school of thought. I don't know if you've heard about this. That think that spirits and energies can travel through like radio frequency.
Yeah.
You know? Have you heard that? So I thought that was weird because that night we checked the messages. They were turning off the 3G network, which was the last. Was it 3G or 1X or RTT? Not to get super nerdy, but they were turning off the last network that uses radio lines. So now 5G and all that stuff is all like digital. Like it doesn't use that frequency. So it was the last day you could tap into that frequency on a phone before it was just the technology was defunct. So it makes you think like maybe that is the vessel for spirits and such things. It's like a radio frequency that we can't see.
No, I think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, like, and also like it's like taking it down to like a science with like radio frequencies and stuff. Like that makes a lot of sense with like the different ghost hunting equipment and whatnot that people use. Because like like using those types of things like. We've gotten like I've had like experiences where like we've gotten like legit answers to stuff where it's not just like saying some random ass thing, you know, it's like that kind of like where it's like that kind of makes sense. Like
where it's personal, where it feels like you're communicating. That's the gnarly part. You can get that feeling like something's like weird or whatever in a room, but I guess we're looking for the communication with them.
Oh yeah, right? Because I feel like. Everyone just wants to, I don't know, just talk. Like, I just want to be able to, like what's going on? Like, are you here or not? Or, like, what's, like, you know.
What's the vibe up there?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, what's the vibe?
Or down there. I don't know, wherever you are.
Yeah.
I have a question on this topic that segues into something very important to all of us in this room.
Okay.
And that is, do you believe that venues and places can be haunted and like, in their own right? Like, could you believe in a haunted space, not necessarily with, like, specters or ghosts in it, but like the space itself, like the actual frame and building leaves behind some type of like
I could see that being a thing for sure. Like, I mean, like no matter like what is in that area,
that like things leave. I guess this is super, maybe the edibles just kicked in, because I guess, right, like it's very possible. So I guess this is a better thing. Do you know where we are? Like, we're actually at the Back to the Future Burger King.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody talk about that on the podcast yet? Like, this is holy ground.
I think maybe, like, in the very beginning we
it.
did,
Okay.
but not so much lately.
All right, cool. Because when we passed it, I'm like, technically we're filming in the same holy space that they filmed Back to the Future with Marty skating out on, hitching onto the back of the pickup truck and then riding into the sunset, which informed all of us in this room.
Oh, absolutely.
You saw that.
Yes, I did.
You saw that.
Are you going to go to Burger King after this to get something? Just
We've
to say
gone there.
I mean, I've gone so many times.
We've gone there, and it's good to eat. We've eaten in the parking lot, and I've geeked out. Oh, I had my first chicken nugget after 12 years of not eating meat in the Puente Hills Mall, where they filmed Back to the Future at the mall.
Nice.
And I told Colleen, my buddy, best friend, wife, what up? What's up, Colleen? I told her, I was like, yo, I'm going to break Veg Edge in here. It's a sacred space. I'm going to eat a chicken McNugget.
Yeah.
And it was great, and I have that memory. Sorry. But my first chicken McNugget in 13 years was in the Puente Hills Mall. Wow. R.I.P.
Speaking of, like, so you were vegan for a while?
Not vegan, but I would eat seafood.
Okay.
Because I grew up in, like, by the beach. So I was a pescatarian, but that's a, like, lame term. Nobody could get psyched on that. Like, I'm a pescatarian, dog.
It sounds religious sometimes, I feel.
What's that?
It sounds religious.
Yes.
And you're like, what is that? What churches do you go to? I don't understand.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's my religion. That's a rad religion. You just love seafood. That is my religion. Let's start it.
Yeah, seafood.
We could start a cult.
You guys like seafood? Do you eat it?
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm definitely.
What's your favorite one? Favorite one, like
my favorite.
Choose your weapon.
Pick one fish.
I'll tell you mine.
You go first, actually.
All right, dude. I'm not. It's so lame to show tattoos, but like it's relevant. I'm gonna regret doing this.
No, you're not doing it. You already started.
Dude,
you gotta show it now.
I have a clam, dude.
Oh, nice,
That's my favorite, dog.
That's awesome.
Clams, steamed clams.
That's amazing.
You ever have them?
Yeah.
Clams with butter.
I've never had clams, actually.
Bro, let's get them.
Yeah, I
Are
mean,
you
I've
allergic
had
to clam chowder? You've never
Okay,
had
I've
clam
had
chowder?
clam chowder, but I've not just had a clam.
Just like a regular
Yeah,
clam. Okay.
If I could ever
Yeah.
come back to the show, if I do a good job,
You're gonna
we
bring.
don't have to record it. We could just eat clam chowder and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like,
You
so
know?
what are oysters? Are oysters
Moister
and
than
clams?
an oyster, baby. That's what I am.
Are oysters and clams different?
Yeah. Male and
What's
female.
is
Size,
that
aren't they?
Spirit.
what? I don't
Hang
even.
on.
I've never
Personality?
had. Okay, so I've
I'm gonna
had
look.
oysters, but I never had.
Wait.
Wait, no, I've had clams, so I've never had oysters.
What is it? It's a shellfish. We know that. Wait, which one has the pearl in it? Both? Can both get pearls? We have a list of questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oysters have a rough, bumpy shell
Uh-huh.
that are more oval, and clams are smoother, more rounded shells.
Yeah.
Oysters are found in saltwater environments. Clams are found in sandy or muddy areas, can burrow, and have a milder, sweeter flavor.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So there you go.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Oysters are the ones with the pearls, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're cool. I can't pick a favorite. Thank you. This will be my legacy on the podcast. People talk about the gnarliest, amazing things, and they're going to remember me for this. I'm okay with that.
Was that the oyster clam guy?
Yeah, that dude loves clams. Meanwhile, you have like really interesting people on here, you know?
Speaking so clams. I'm thinking like if I was gonna pick like a favorite, like dude, I'm sort of a shrimp guy, I think.
Big ones. Dude.
I definitely like shrimp like a lot. I mean, so where'd you grow up?
Ocean City, New Jersey.
Okay.
Have you been there?
I
You might
don't
have.
think I have.
So that's the beach you go to if you're in Philly.
Okay.
I think there's other choices, but that's the one.
That's definitely the Philly beach.
No,
I'm gonna
yeah, you're
confirm. I'm gonna
brick.
double down and confirm for you.
Jeff is
Yeah.
brick in the house. We
100%,
have,
bro.
we have 3. Are you from New Jersey?
Me?
Yes, if you don't mind me asking. Okay. All right, our ratio's good, man. Jersey's in the
Yeah,
building.
Jersey represent, bro.
Jersey
What's
is
up?
here.
You're
I love the
honorary.
Jersey
You feel like some of my close friends. I don't know. Maybe there's something in the water over by. So it was by Gary, Indiana,
Yeah.
and we were talking about this off camera, but I think it's really cool that you're from there. It's gnarly. If you ever look it up and you want to go down a rabbit hole, look up like drone videos of that place.
Yeah, no, Gary's crazy.
How did like I'm sure you talk about this all the time, but is that like that's related to how you turned into you? So were you getting into all the stuff you were doing just because you had time? Like it's
yeah. Where like when I grew up in Indiana, it was like there's just like nothing to really do, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just like we would just go do like crazy stuff or like film stuff, just sort of do whatever. And that's how I sort of just got into all of that really. And like I even got into like ghost hunting and stuff like early in life because like we would just like go find like abandoned or like haunted places, like like places online that they would say they were haunted.
for sure.
And we would just show up and like fucking go explore pretty much.
I mean, dude, Gary, Indiana was pretty haunted in a feeling. So I'm sure you
Yeah.
cruise around there and just the vibe of it is
Yeah.
unreal. We live by the Jersey Devil, so we would go into there and try
Hell
to...
yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's creepy. If you get out what you put in, like if you want to be scared, you're gonna scare yourself. You go into the Pine Barrens or you go into
yeah.
an abandoned place, and that's that feeling. You feel alive.
Oh yeah.
If you can't be on the Maximum Zach podcast, that's a close way to
That's the
duplicate
closest.
that
Yeah.
adrenaline
Yeah.
at home.
Have you got lost in the Pine Barrens before?
Not lost, but another weird thing happened. I'm sure it was a friend messing with me. We were recording out there, and we heard a voice on the record. We heard a voice, and no one in the group, and it was spooky. And we were deep in the. There should have been no one else there. It was late. It was bizarre. And then we watched it back on the recording. You can hear it on the recording. So we captured what we think
That's
maybe
terrifying.
is evidence. But I'm worried on our deathbeds, one of us is gonna like claim the truth.
Yeah, I said it, dude. Like, I'm
The
sorry.
voice said Andy. It was
Yeah.
like Andy.
Oh
And we're
my
like,
God.
I'm just waiting to hear that from one of the homies.
That's
when lights go out. I'm like, were you Andy?
It was you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was this one like abandoned church that we would film music videos in, and Gary, it was like really cool. It like I think there's also like I saw this one video where these people like there was like an abandoned like bank and like the vault's like still there and all that stuff. It's so creepy.
That's cool. You got to go back now.
Yeah, I know.
It'll be spiritual if you go there now after all you've accomplished, dude. You're young. I mean, go back there now and kind of just like let it simmer in. I try to go home and get recentered.
Yeah, I haven't been back in like a while.
It's time.
Yeah,
we're gonna all go.
That would actually be sick.
Dude, it'd be rad. So, dude, I'm proud of you. I know it's a weird thing to say, and I'll tell you why. I grew up with the show, obviously, like us all. Yeah. And I watched it from the beginning. So I'm 40 years old. I remember like the CKY videos coming out and being connected to that, and then Jackass starting and all this stuff. So I've been there the whole time. And when Colleen and I have a ritual, we see every movie in the theater on the big screen.
Oh, hell yeah.
The one that you were not in yet, the one prior we saw when the Phillies lost to the Giants in the World Series NLDS, whatever, playoff.
Damn.
We were in Phillies gear. They wanted to kill us. They wanted to throw us off the balcony. Giants fans were really a force. I respect their power. They were like out to kill. But point is, we were bummed out, so we went to go see the Jackass movie, and that was our way to cope with what happened. But point is, when you were in, I remember being in the theater, and when you came on, I'm like, I knew it was about to happen. I was so excited. I'm like, this is brilliant. This is perfect. And the reason why is because I know they're big shoes to fill. Like that was a sacred show, and you're talking about kids, like teenage kids that feel connected to this thing. So it's really special, and you're going into a firing squad where kids just want to hate it. And the minute you got on that kite, dude, and the cactus on, I'm like, he got it. And the whole theater went fucking nuts.
Made his fucking name.
Dude, it was cool because you're now forever tied to that. Like whenever I see that cactus, I think you. I'm like, I think about what it felt like. I get those things stuck in my gardening gloves because I have those cactuses at home.
Also, thank you for the cactus.
Oh, dude, yeah.
It's not on camera. You need to present it to him.
No, it's not like
that. You got it.
He brought this awesome cactus in here.
It's a cutting. All right, so it's a cutting from mine at home.
I love it.
All right, a few things about this cactus. So this style cactus reminds me of you because obviously it has a rough exterior.
Yeah.
And when you get this dirt, dude, this dirt is trash dirt, and it still thrives in anything, bro. It's versatile. It's strong on the outside. And eventually it's going to grow these things called tunas.
Okay.
And they're fucking rats, a little fruit that grows.
Oh, that's sick.
Little stub things turn to fruits, and people like to make drinks out of them or eat them. It's a fruit, and it's sweet. And the inside, just like you. And I know it sounds weird, and I'm going to regret how this whole delivery sucks. But bro, and in my head, I was telling Jeff, I'm like, dudes come in with cactus. Every other asshole comes in here. Like, you probably have stacks of cactus. But whenever I see that now, I think of you. And that's a hard thing to do. I'm going to put the cactus down. I'm having a sweet moment with you. I'm having a very vulnerable moment with a cactus. This is my legacy.
I love it. I love it.
This and clams. Now you know me. Thanks, Zach. But yeah, so anyway, my point is also I have the mother at my house. Like that's from our cactus.
Yeah.
And whenever it gets really windy, parts will break off and I'll stick them in the ground elsewhere. So now we have like a cactus
So you can literally just do that?
Yeah, bro, that was a cutting from mine. It was a tiny little paddle and it just grows.
Crazy.
They're really rad. And they're your plant now. That's
fucking sick.
When people see cacti, dude, we think of you.
Fuck yeah.
You see
so how often do we need to water that?
Dude, bro, never. Not never. Okay. Yeah. Indoors, once every week or so.
Okay.
It doesn't need much. And it'll thrive anywhere you want to put it.
That's sick.
Yeah, but that's the rad thing about cactus. They really are very tough.
Yeah.
They're cool.
They won't die.
Yeah. So good job with that bit. And then I felt like that was exciting because it felt like a moment. And we're in the counterculture. We make clothes and we've been doing it 8 years. So we've seen this scene and things shift. And it's so fun to watch it grow. And it was cool in that moment. It was you and homie from Loiter Squad, Jasper.
Yeah.
He killed too. I was like, okay, cool. They got the new class. Now it's and the last thing I'll say is it's cool because it's getting its flowers now. Growing up, it was definitely a more rebellious thing. It didn't get a lot of respect.
Yeah.
And now comedians, people in the culture are going back and being like, this was a moment. This is going to go down in the books.
Hell yeah.
And the very last thing I'll say, and I just want to forget because I know the clock's running. I liked it because it took it helped with bullying, as weird as that sounds, because if you're a kid and you're getting picked on, if you just pick on yourself, nobody does it. And nobody's you know what I mean? You don't have to be afraid.
Yeah.
It's I thought about that.
Yeah.
But a few times, I'm going to, back in the day when our parents were in school, it's I'm going to put your head in the toilet or whatever, give you a swirly. Yeah. And then you motherfuckers came in and you're like, I'm going to stick my own head in the toilet, film it. You're all going to love me for it. And see you, have a good day. So that was rad. I felt like it was just kind of, I don't know. it made it cool to be tough, but also like honest and fragile and like comfortable with the homies. Like there's a lot of male nudity. There's a lot of, it was cool, man. It was pretty liberating. And that's what
definitely.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk.
No, it's all good,
This
dude.
is Ultimate Fan episode. You've just tuned in. How am I doing out there, Ultimate fans?
You're killing it, Spencer. You're killing it.
Thank
You're
you.
killing it.
And this is our new segment, Ultimate Fans.
Ultimate
on Maximum Zach.
Well, I mean, obviously Zach didn't know you before tonight, but one of the reasons I wanted to have you on, knowing you from the horror community and like all you do, you know, not just business wise, but just like community aspect of it, I feel like is very important just in general. And plus you have a great, interesting story and energy. So I'm like, Spencer would be great to like have a conversation with Zach.
Oh, thank you.
And then when you told me what a huge fan you were, I'm like,
I am.
Now, of course, this is going to be good.
I am. And it's just nice to have people like that. I think like if you have a bad day, YouTube I watch all the time.
Yeah,
Like
same.
more than anything. I've canceled so much.
Like
Also-
when you're working and stuff.
Oh my gosh, yeah, dude. And now I don't want to be an ad for YouTube. Sponsor the show and I'll talk nice about YouTube. Give us
please,
money and
YouTube,
I'll say
goddamn.
more. It's fine, whatever.
Please.
It's okay. But I think it's cool because what you're doing is capturing all these moments and they're there forever. Like someone said that once, YouTube's gonna outlive all of us. Like these are our little legacy pieces, you know? So it's cool to be here. Community is rad because we grew up in the punk rock scene and it was all about everybody had a part. You were in a band or you booked the show or you just went or you were a photographer, you know, taking pictures or making zines. It was like we all did something. Or if you just were cool and just into it, that was a thing. We needed that.
Yeah.
So I guess like community rules, like actually, I know it's a big buzzword and stuff, but we just like people a lot. You know, we just love those moments. And by making weird clothes in your garage, you get to meet a lot of interesting people.
Oh yeah, I bet.
That are into stuff you're like into. Weirdos in garages can be really cool. It's got a bad rap. It could go great or terrible. You know, it's either gonna if you're weird. I'm in a garage making this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go either great or south. You know,
Yeah.
I feel a little bit disconnected from reality. Like maybe that's a good question too. Is you have such a unique life now, and it's been that way for a while. It's been years now.
Yeah.
So like as the world changes around you, does it feel different or?
Not. I mean, like. I don't think it really feels different. It's more just like I'm just thinking about like making stuff and like it's like okay, what am I gonna make next or like what's funny to me today? You know?
Dude.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, yeah. You got your hands in a lot of pools, like you know, or whatever you want to analogy. You're singing. You have the show.
yeah.
You're still. I know you've said you're gonna do less stunts, which is cool. I get worried, man. I'm 40. I watch the homies do that stuff now. I'm like, don't do that to my friend, dude. You know what's a weird thing? Pauly Shore wanted to cut you with a knife.
I don't even remember,
dude. Like, what's that life like? Wherever you go, it must open up the strangest things from anybody, from Pauly Shore to just like a stranger in the street. Like, your life is probably so interesting.
Yeah, one time I was just walking out of a deli and this dude was like, I have this baseball bat. Can I hit you with it?
Oh.
Like, it's so wild, like, your place in life that people will come up to you and ask you that.
Yeah.
And it's not like a mugging or
Or-
something. It's like, oh,
yeah.
no, I'm a big fan. Can I hit you with
Yeah.
this fucking bat?
Or
Yeah.
can I kick you in the nuts or something like that? And like, you know, or they'll be like, you know, can you hit me? Can you kick me in the nuts? Or will you like punch me in the face or something?
They need to respect the art of it. It's not
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
It's about the setup. It's about the point of it. It's about the moment. I'm just running around doing this. It's not like that. If you're good at something, never do it for free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I mean, also too, like, I don't know, I could go on and on. That's so, I guess I get protective of people. I'm like, Pauly Shore, don't try to cut my future friend open with a knife. Like, dude, Encino Man Pauly Shore said that. Do you ever have these moments? Like, dude, that's hella weird. Did you ever watch Encino Man growing up and be like, oh, one day that guy's going to say he's going to cut me with a knife? Like, bro, you grew up with that movie, right?
Yeah, no, I remember Encino Man.
Go back in your head and tell younger you,
Yeah.
oh, dude, just wait. You like that guy? Just
I
wait.
used to watch a lot of Pauly Shore movies. When I was
He
What's
was
your
like a moment in the 90s, dude. We
yeah,
all...
dude, he just got
Yeah.
cast in that movie with Denzel Washington.
Pauly Shore is in a movie with Denzel
That's
Washington?
a win for
yeah,
us.
dude.
What the
That's a come up.
It's gonna be a major comeback.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
The
I'm
Weasel
stoked
is
for him,
back,
actually.
everybody.
I like him.
Yeah,
I mean, he's hard not to like.
I'm stoked for him. It's crazy.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah,
Dude, me too.
Also, that movie, The Guest House, he did was funny too.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
are-
yeah, yeah.
During COVID, yeah.
I can't pick a favorite.
He's got too many
Yeah.
really good ones, I feel.
I think he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool he's around, man. We were grounded in a cool time for comedy. you know, and just in life. I'm glad I was there for those movies.
Oh yeah. They don't even make comedies as much as like they used to.
You would know better than me, but yeah, it seems like money is getting away from that.
Oh yeah, it's all about like IPs and like this and that, and it's just like, let's make a movie about a candy bar or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, who knew that like Step Brothers coming out would be an iconic moment for comedy? At that time, it just felt like another funny movie, but that's one of the last.
They just kept making like tons of hilarious stuff, and like you didn't have to like, I don't know, it just didn't have to be like some. You could pitch like a really outrageous thing, and they would make it.
Yeah,
they didn't care who. You didn't need a name attached. You could just make that movie.
It brings people together, you know. Like you have such a with comedy. You're the great equalizer. You know what I mean? Like you can stand up for what you believe in, but you can also like make families fight less. Like everybody thinks George Carlin is funny. I've never met somebody who says, you know what, he's not funny. Even if you don't agree with what he's saying, I've never heard disrespect on the man's name, or like Norm Macdonald. No one will ever say anything bad about these people. They're like legends. No matter what you believe in life, it's like brings us together. Norm Macdonald.
Definitely. And Norm's hilarious.
Yeah. Did you ever meet him?
No, I never had the pleasure. That would have been amazing. No, Norm was so funny.
Dude, so speaking of comedy, I do want to bring this up, and it's related to the pod. I was with Jeff from the show, Voice of God.
What's up?
What's up, God? And what's up, spirits? And it was with Horror Nerd Comedy, who's been on this show.
Oh, yeah.
And we had such a nice moment. You have these moments doing this line of work for all of us where you meet somebody. You ever get that feeling where you meet somebody as an adult and you're like, oh, we would have been friends as kids?
Oh,
like Like, I feel like that with you. True that. I mean, it's forced a little bit. I know I'm like a lot to handle. Yeah. I'm in a high gear, so I'll chill later. As I leave out the door, I'll be like, chill, and you'll get the most intense
this is a different dude who was on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm like, have you seen his shows? This is my fucking guy. Okay, shit. So I was saying
about Samantha.
Thank you. Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
The voice of God remembers it all, bro.
God came through finally. Thanks, God. Okay. So my question is, we were talking on the way to the Wiz Palace, and we were talking about. She asked me a great question. She's like, "What's your favorite horror, franchise, like current kind of current universe?" I think. I had to think, and I realized it's the Jordan Peele universe. Like all the Jordan Peele movies are rad.
Okay.
Oh, that's my favorite. He's like my Hitchcock. He's really executing, man. His movies get better and better, scarier, funnier.
Oh, yeah.
So my question to you is, I feel like comedians make the best horror, either directing it or becoming like actors in it, right? And I don't know why. I have reasons why I think that is. I guess it's a two-part question. Do you think that's true or not? And why?
I definitely think that's true. I've been seeing it happening a lot more than I think. Yeah, Jordan Peele's like a great example. There are the YouTubers. Well, they were YouTubers, now they're like full on like filmmakers. Raka Raka, like it's they made Talk to Me, and they just made Bring Her Back.
Yeah.
Those are insane movies. They're doing really well now.
Even Zach McCrager with Barbarian.
Yeah. So Whitest Kids You Know.
Yeah, Whitest Kids You Know.
Fucking making Barbarian to the other movie is coming out. Weapons.
Weapons. Thank you.
Yeah, Weapons. That looks intense. Like that looks very scary. I feel very high hopes for it.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know why it is.
Right.
But it's good.
God.
I mean,
Samantha just literally texted me like a second ago, so she must
have heard.
Is
this
she must have heard.
You guys didn't tell me this was live.
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What's up, Samantha? You're tuned in live to Maximum Zach with Ultimate Fan episode. I'm your ultimate fan.
I'm surprised you don't like have a theory, because I have a theory why I think that is.
Oh, why?
I think it has to do with timing. I think comedians are really good with their timing, and horror is too. But like you build up to a moment, and you're a comedian, you make a joke, and that's when they laugh. But horror, you do a scare of some kind, but you're still building that tension up to release it in some way, whether with a scream or a laugh. And the comedians are so used to it, especially like stand-ups being on stage. Their sense of comedy translates into the horror so easily that way.
I love that. Yeah, you're right. It is all timing.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
I like that. And I think that people who are funny have darkness in them.
Yes, they do.
I'm not funny, but that's my coping mechanism. Like the more messed up my life is, the weirder and like funnier and strange I turn, or the more I want to laugh at it. Like that's I want to make fun of life, giving me a terrible hand. But, like Robin Williams, that's a sad example, but like he's so funny, but has like this obvious like grasp of like the darkness of life.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a shitty example because what happened to him sucks, but like I guess my reason is like
No, I don't think it's a bad example.
Yeah.
It's just like, I mean, that's just sort of like life, like outcome. You never really know, like, you're not always gonna have a good outcome. Like with it.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like the journey along the way,
That's
like, that's what really matters,
Dude, not to do a hard pivot, but you were saying in an episode that you loved physical media, like collecting tapes.
Oh yeah.
So but while it's on my mind, I wanted to ask if there's a horror movie that you would want to have on VHS. Like, what's your go-to of a horror movie that you'd rather watch on VHS? Like,
dude, I mean, like,
or that's perfect on it,
That's perfect on VHS. Like one, like perfect. Like any, definite. Okay, so I like almost any slasher movie on VHS.
Hell
is
yeah.
like perfect for me. Is like great for me.
Absolutely.
So like, I remember like having Scream on VHS or
Yeah.
watching I Know What You Did Last Summer on VHS or something like that.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
It has that 90s glare. It feels like how you used to watch it.
Yeah.
It looks different.
Watching Child's Play on VHS.
Oh,
That's a good
hell
one.
yes.
That's a good
Hell yes.
one. What
Those are
else? I mean, also like comedies are great too. I mean, like
Anything's good on VHS.
Yeah, I honestly, you can put it on VHS. I saw this one page on Instagram recently, like, which I know this technically is not a legal business, but like they're taking like popular stuff and just putting it on VHS for people. Yeah.
I'm proud of the homie. He's killing it.
Yeah.
But be careful, homie. You know what I mean? Like, move quick. That's my advice to the homies. Like, move quick.
Make the money
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Dip in, dip out. Just like me on the pod. I'm going to leave you with a powerful hour. You're
Yeah.
like, man, that was cool. You got to know timing is everything.
Timing is everything. See,
when
we're
you're
back
putting
to
out merch,
Yeah.
no matter what merch it is,
Like, cause dude, like, did you see The Substance?
No, not yet. I feel so embarrassed.
It's so good. And
Everybody
I would
freaked
love
out.
to watch that on VHS.
Yeah,
like that.
I
Would
feel
be
like that would be
amazing.
a good VHS movie.
That would
Yeah,
be amazing.
and they do it with like custom covers.
Yeah.
I would give them shout outs, but I don't want to like put them on blast. It's kind of like
Yeah.
if you know, you know. If you got to hook up,
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a few of those, almost like fantasy VHS, and they're usually great price. They're for the culture. Like we want to see movies on VHS. But good segue into Lunch Meat VHS, who put out Psycho Ape.
Oh
It's
yeah.
on the wall.
I think it's behind
Yeah,
Zach somewhere.
Yeah, my friend put that out. Our friend, we do a collab with Lunch Meat VHS for a fantasy mom and pop video shop shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
Like that you would wear.
Yeah.
And he put that out, Psycho Ape. So
Fuck yeah.
shout out to Lunch Meat VHS, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
shout out.
Great VHS, and it's all on tape.
Yeah, no, that's so
Did
sick.
you
that's
review
my
a
plug.
VHS when he was here, or did you got a DVD?
He gave me a Blu-ray.
A Blu-ray. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me a Blu-ray. VHS would be sick. Too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk to Josh. We'll
Yeah.
make sure we'll make it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that would be really sick.
Dude, hell yeah, this is so cool. I feel like you ever watch? Dude, it's so stupid. I'm not gonna ask it like that, but it's Wayne's World. Obviously,
Yes.
I feel like it's like that.
It's very Wayne's World-esque in here.
You said, man, I'm talking too much about previous pods, but again,
Yeah.
it's Ultimate Fan episode. You were saying you want to get a haircut, like cut your own hair into a mullet, and I was like, bring out the suck cut. It's sucking my will to live. I was like, bro, that's an episode. I want to cut your hair with the suck cut vacuum. I'll do that.
Like, I know so many people. I've seen like videos of people cutting their own mullets,
Yeah,
and like I have no. I need to fucking figure that shit out. Like,
dude, your hair looks fine. Yeah, you've had cool hair.
thank you.
Yeah, I'm losing it, my hair, but I accept it. It's
Yeah,
cool.
mine's on the top.
No,
like,
dude, your
top
hairline's
view.
chill.
Hairline's okay.
Do you want to
but,
see
like,
mine? I'll show you and the whole world. This is very
I have
liberating.
never seen you with that
I wear
hat.
hats all the time.
Literally never seen you
You
with that
see
hat.
it first. I'm interacting with the camera too much. Like I'm like Jim from The Office.
No, it's all good.
You're like,
Because,
it's
all right,
it's
for
too
everybody at
much.
home, again, I tell when we start the show, you don't have to look at the cameras. The fact that he's looking at it so much is pretty amazing to me.
Sorry, you told me not to. Right?
I told you, I didn't say not to. I said you don't
don't
have
ever
to.
Okay.
look at the camera.
Sorry,
You don't have to.
nobody look.
Don't make eye contact
Camera,
with the audience. They're
turn
hungry.
off at home. Stop
Yeah.
looking.
They'll know.
I'm just showing Zach. Okay, you have to ask me if you want to see it. No, it's.
Yeah,
I have your hair,
I'm
but
I'm definitely thinning on top, which is like, I don't know.
yeah, but dude, you're so stoked.
Yeah,
I'm done, dude. I'm not getting any fake hair drawn
Yeah.
on, or maybe tattooed. People that tattoo
yeah,
like cool
I've
shit
seen
up.
that.
But that'll look weird for me.
Yeah.
I don't have that look.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you might actually look fine with that.
If I get a head tattoo, it's tempting. I tell Colleen all the time. Like once my hair goes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just blast my neck and like.
Yeah,
'cause I've been
actually
pretty.
probably look cool.
I sound cool for the internet. That secretly they hurt now. I got one
Yeah.
recently, and I just wanted to leave so bad.
Yeah.
My ADD kicked in. I'm like, fuck, this just started too.
Yeah, no, tattoos hurt way. I feel
Let's
like tattoos
stop.
hurt more now.
Are you stopping?
I haven't gotten a tattoo in so long.
So when was the last time you got one?
It's been probably like 3 years now.
That's a long time.
Yeah,
man.
I got
Look,
what
what just happened? He's just so tired of not having new tattoos.
I had it on my thigh. I got it on my thigh.
Oh, nice.
Like last. But yeah, I had like. It was funny. Like I was in rehab.
Yeah.
And I
You got it there?
no, not in there.
Oh, wow.
I got to a point where I was like about to be out of there.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, you're allowed to like have people come and get you and like go on little things, but you're not supposed to get a tattoo in rehab." Like at all. Like because they don't want you making any life-changing decisions.
Yeah, you don't want to get distracted from the task at hand.
Yeah.
They're like,
But
it's game time.
I was like, dude, I had my tattoo artist like show up and he tattooed me like in a park.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
And it's on your thigh. Like, those
Yeah, and
suckers
they're-
won't
like,
see
they're
it,
not
dude.
gonna
They're not
see
going to, like,
it.
scope you out your...
Yeah.
Let me see your thighs, dude. Do they do that in rehab? Like, pull up the-
They could, I guess, if they wanted
Actually,
to.
are they dicks like that? Do they go through all your stuff and, like...
I mean, they can, yeah. I mean, they definitely go through all your stuff. One time, it was funny. One time I had, because when I would do stand-up, they would give all this, like, it would always be, like, sponsored by, like, a weed, like, event or something. Or like some sort of weed company will like sponsor like a stand-up show, and they would give me all this free weed, and I didn't even smoke weed even when I like.
Yeah.
But I had someone bring like clothes for me to the rehab, and there was a bunch of weed stuff from one of the stand-up shows like in my clothes basket.
Oh, gnarly.
And they accidentally brought it all like to the rehab.
Oh, I've done that on the airport before. When I go visit my mom, I'm like, whoopsie.
Yeah.
And then I smoke weed. I smoked weed with my mom. She got really stoned. She'll never do it again. But, dude, I mean, of course, I'm so happy that you did all that shit. You got to do it. You know?
Yeah, that was my last tattoo.
We're done with tattoos. We're over it.
Who
Sorry.
needs them?
Yeah.
Not
I
me.
got too many.
But do you see them? They're cool.
Yeah, they are cool looking.
It helps me not look like a mega nerd. Psych.
Yeah.
Is it working? No more camera. Turn the camera off.
The camera's off.
Cool. All right.
We're done.
Corbin,
what's-
turn off
all right,
all the
so-
cameras.
So, dude, it's so cool to be here. Okay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I know you like I kind of know what you're into, right? What's like a record that you think kicks so much ass, like a rad record, like on any level, but that's important to you? I guess the easy way is just like, what's a record you like? Or album?
No, make it
or
more
whatever.
complicated.
Yeah, how can I? What's
Yeah,
your
let's-
favorite track 3 off of the sophomore follow up from a major label breakthrough
I don't
record?
even
Shit,
know
that's a
about that.
real good question,
Yeah, thanks.
honestly.
Yeah.
Jawbreaker, dear you. No. But growing up, were you doing the punk and hardcore scene and stuff, or?
Yeah, somewhat like metal and stuff too. I mean, I would go to like local shows and stuff. Somewhat like more like into like more like high school. For some reason, like I wasn't like going to shows like ever really as a kid. Like when I was younger, like. But in high school, I started to go to like some different like local metal shows and
Oh, yeah.
stuff. I think my first concert I ever went to was so random, but my uncle like took me to the Guess Who, which
Damn.
is like
That's tight.
Interesting.
yeah,
Love
it was like
that.
that was my first concert ever.
Different than the Who,
Yeah, different than the Who,
but so confusing.
yeah, very very confusing name.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
That'd be a whole Monty Python bit, like the Who, the Guess Who.
The Guess Who. The
Oh, I
what?
can hear it now. It already annoys me. People love Monty Python. I'm not familiar super much.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
not.
kill me in the comments.
Yeah, I've only
It's a
seen the
terrible
Holy
thing to
Grail.
say.
Um,
So, dude, okay, so I'm so stoked you're a spooky dude.
Oh, yeah.
And whenever I find out that comedians I dig are like into spooky stuff, it's
Oh,
really
yeah.
common. Y'all are into this stuff, man.
oh yeah.
So it's cool. And I think it's really cool. What was I gonna tell you? I think that I know I'm a mega Jordan Peele guy, but the Twilight Zone reboot was sick.
Oh
'Cause it was
yeah,
all
I was watching
comedians.
some of that recently.
Like some of
yeah.
your friends were probably in it, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, it was really rad.
Oh, it
so
was sick.
I was super stoked. I think it didn't get a lot of like. It should have got more hype and more praise. They'll
Yeah.
come back to it later. Like the new Twilight Zone will be big in like 10 years.
Yeah,
It
probably.
takes time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely takes time.
Okay, so I know I'm jumping around a lot, but I'm more on a tight timeline. When
Mm-hmm.
you, do have another question. When you first saw yourself on a big movie screen like that,
Yeah.
you probably talk about this a lot. What was that like?
It was just like, holy shit, like this is like actually happening.
Yeah.
Like it was
Were
just
you
crazy.
there with your like your close family at the premiere and stuff?
It was the premiere. I had a bunch of my friends, my girlfriend, and it was just crazy, like seeing it like that, and like and then like also like what was even before the premiere even, like seeing like we went to the movies just to go like to the movies, like to see something.
Yeah.
And seeing the trailer like pop up like
Oh,
when
sick.
you're like, that's a crazy experience too.
Oh, crazy, huh?
Yeah, that was wild.
Hell yeah, you must have been pumped.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
Did you get emotional a little? I would probably
yeah,
tear up.
yeah.
Bro, I'd tear up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
no.
it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just really proud of myself. I made it.
And then I remember seeing also when I first saw a cut of the opening sequence for Forever, I was like, okay, and like actually saw like my name like there.
Hell yeah.
I was like, oh, that's crazy, like because I believe in filming for like months, and then we started filming, then COVID happened, and then we were off for like 6 or 7 months, and then we came back and we filmed for like a few more months. And then, finally it ends up like, but I saw like an early cut and just where it had like the titles in it and everything. And I was like, holy shit, like this is like actually happening. Like,
I'm glad it did, man.
yeah.
The stuff you went through is not normal. Like I went backwards. Like I'll be honest, like that was the first time I saw you.
Oh, yeah,
on a
yeah.
big screen. And then I got to work it back and be like, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, it makes sense you're doing this, right? It's not like it's first rodeo. Clearly, you know what you're doing. You've been around. But I saw the firework vest thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, I could like feel that happening to me.
We literally just talked about that.
Don't
in the last
ever do
one.
that
It's
again.
so
People are going to try
funny.
to make you do that again on like the anniversary. It's like, it's firework fest anniversary, dude.
Yeah.
Pauly Shore threatened to cut you with a knife. Like, I'm worried about
Your
we have to
well-being is a
protect you.
big concern.
No, I don't think I'll be doing that again.
All right, rad.
That would be, well, there's like no real way to do it properly. When I say do it properly, I mean like you would need to do it again where you're gonna end up getting burned. Like, you know what I mean?
Dude, that would
And
yeah.
it suck. I hate getting burned so much.
Oh,
It's
me
the
too.
worst.
I do it by accident every now and then making shirts.
What's like okay, this is really random, but
No,
like,
yeah.
what's one of your like worst injuries you ever had?
Wow. So like physical or emotional?
Damn.
We can do both.
Okay,
I
no,
would
no.
say both.
Physical it's funny. That's why I'm such a fan of the show, honestly, is I would start skateboarding and I fell a few times and every time I fell, I wasn't the get back up on it kind of guy. I'm like, there's punk shows happening.
Yeah.
I could meet chicks. I could scream into a microphone or play an instrument. Like, I don't want to do this. The
Yeah.
risk is too high. And I just have to worry about like kids moshing too hard or Nazis showing up and having to like,
Yeah.
handle it. Like you still get hurt at a punk show, but the payoff was better for me.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is a really big tangent answer. I'm really lucky, man. I haven't physically hurt myself. There's one time I saw Dillinger 4, the punk band,
Yeah.
and I accidentally passed out beforehand and hit my head, and I had to get taken out of the club.
Damn.
Because I was prescribed to Ritalin
Okay.
and I wasn't familiar with it, and I had like a drink with it on an empty stomach, and I just lights out,
Yeah.
like and then crazy. So now I've used like. Can I talk about marijuana?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Is
You're
that,
good.
sponsor us, big marijuana, before I talk nice
Come on.
about you.
Come on, big weed.
So now, don't worry, it has a happy ending. Now I just smoke weed about it. And I don't have to worry about passing out. But dude, I got a concussion and I woke up crying about Kurt Cobain dying.
Oh my god.
True story. Ask Colleen. She'll tell you all about it. I'm like, I'm just still not, like, truly, I'm like, I'm not over it yet. I can't believe that happened. If you trace it all back to that, like, my whole life went south after that. Like, if he was around, it'd be different.
That's wild.
my
It's
God.
weird, but I was a big Nirvana kid. I got most obsessed with Kurt
Yeah.
Cobain in the yearbook. So anyway, he was my guy. Oh, so
It was sick.
your question was, have I ever physically hurt myself?
Yeah,
And then I answered
yeah.
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Dude, ADD is so real. Dude, I never hurt myself ever. Okay, when did you hurt yourself? Oh, wait, that's a dumb question. I know a lot of the times, bro. Are
Yeah.
there any that weren't on camera where you just like it sucked really bad?
Like anything that wasn't on camera, something that was supposed to be on camera. Not. I mean, like, yeah, there's been stuff like I've had times where I've done something and the person wasn't recording. You know.
Oh,
like,
that's the worst, huh?
yeah. Like that's one of the worst like things that can happen. Like,
Something like that happened when we were filming pranks once, I thought too.
yeah.
Where we weren't recording a bit and we're like, oh fuck, we do have to do that again.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a
Roll through.
crazy thing where someone got hurt, but I do remember, so I
Yeah.
know that pain a little.
That's emotional pain. That's a great
It
segue
is
into emotional pain.
Yeah.
For the producers of the show, you're right. It was. It was. We were
Yeah,
very
that's the
emotional
worst.
about it.
It's such a bad feeling for everyone involved.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
person that, especially if you're doing like a stunt, like that's even worse.
Yeah.
But also, it's just like the person behind the camera. It's like, 'cause I've been on both sides of it where I've like, because just filming with friends and stuff, where it's like, oh fuck, I actually wasn't recording. Like,
That's rad. Well, no, that sucks.
Yeah.
It's rad. I think everything else is rad about that.
Yeah.
Other than that part, the ending
It's a real
sucked.
good memory, though.
Yeah.
Real
Everything
good
sucked,
memory.
but the
for
rest of it was kick ass. Dude, did you have like a stunt homie, like the stunt like god to you, like Evil Knievel, or like?
I mean, honestly, like my biggest inspirations were like Jackass, really, and stuff.
Crazy.
Like growing up. I mean, other than that, like, yeah, that was like the big, that was like what I was like trying to be like, that's like what inspired me, to want to do crazy stuff, and that, yeah. I mean, I can't really think of anyone else. I mean, there was like tons of other like.
You don't get to choose sometimes. It was just your fate. Not to interrupt, but sorry, you were saying there's tons of other like little pieces.
Well, no, I mean, like when I was growing up too, there was just other like, cause like with like film. I mean, there was like some other people that I had seen do crazy things online and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, it was mainly like Jackass,
Of course, I was inspired by that too. TV was so good back then. Well, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was a continuation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I kind of look at it this way. No shade. I feel like you trace it back to Tom Green, like the Tom Green
Oh
show.
yeah, 100%.
Was so rad.
Yeah.
And we're all friends about it. And he was cool with Jackass. They were like, they were buds. That was the continuation of that. And then you're like the third wave continuation of it. So it's cool that it's been around so long that like now we show our kids this stuff if we have them. And it kind of like I said, man, it's a great equalizer. When that show was out, it didn't matter. Like it was a great escape from the world because everybody thinks that's funny.
Oh yeah.
And everybody knows that feeling. What's it like the 60 seconds before you do it, man? Before you're gonna do something gnarly? Like, do you have to like breathe, or do you do a technique?
You just have to like. There isn't really any technique. It's just
Really?
like you gotta do it, dude. And
You never get second thoughts in your head, or
Oh
how do you
yeah, no, I
fight?
get second thoughts all the time.
Do you have like an inner voice? Like, what's going on in your body? Like 60 seconds where you're about to dive into a bunch of cactus on a fucking kite.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta like hope for the best.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
But yeah, you just gotta do it, and then like, just hope you can walk away from it.
I'll tell you what I do. Because
Yeah.
I have the same kind of line of work. It's like, sorry, no, I think about having to jump into a cold pool.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
we were in the desert, and the pool, it was freezing outside. Let's just jump in. And for me, those 60 seconds, I'm like, if I don't just do it, I'm going to walk away. Like, do you ever feel like that? We're like, if I don't do this now, like, because you ever have that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Because the longer you wait, the worse it
So you
gets.
just
Yeah.
go. Like, you
Yeah.
can't.
It's better if you just go.
Do you run out the door and go? Like, you can't stop it. You just got to go that day. Like, you hype yourself up.
Yeah, I mean, if I was when we were filming the movie and stuff, like it always felt better when they would tell us like the moment, like in like the day of that we're doing something, instead of like knowing in advance, you know, because then you'd be like overthinking it like way too much. You
That
know?
helps.
Yeah, so like being told like right before, it's like, oh, we're filming this bit, you know, or,
For
like,
sure.
But yeah, if it's like. I just hate overthinking stuff because I overthink a lot. Like,
Oh, me too.
yeah.
I'm going to watch this later and overthink everything.
Analyze the fuck
Yeah.
out of yourself
Yeah.
in this, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course. And I'll in my head have 24 other episodes that I want to do with you. I'll like sign myself up for this offshoot show.
Yeah, like
But-
one thing I really hate is like because I do stand up like a lot, and so one of the things to, like get better, like you need to like watch your stuff. I hate watching myself do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And then I have to be like, okay, but like it's something you have to do to like make sure.
I know.
It's like, okay, like I can do this better, or I can change this, or do whatever.
Of course,
you know?
you're studying it.
And, like, but I hate the act of actually having to watch it. I was like, God damn it, dude. Why did I say it like that?
Yeah.
Like-
Whenever I put myself on the internet, I want to immediately delete it and run away. So I can't imagine.
You just had one of those instances that with a video you posted when you're like, I didn't want to fucking post this, but I'm doing it finally. And it was a good video
thank
too.
you. My workaround is I put stuff in the stories. And I
Yeah.
read the statistic, or Colleen told me, that like older people like the stories more. Like we just like to click through the stories.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't like stuff as much other ways.
Yeah.
And I realize it's true. I like stories because they disappear in 24 hours. That's how it should be. I'll show you my face at a weird, dumb angle, and like I look like gross and weird and disgusting. But like, it has to disappear unless you're a freak and you screen record it. But like that's
that
real
would be
freaky.
insane, yeah.
So my point is, I guess like I regret everything that has me on it. But I'm psyched for you, man. This is such a good fit. Like, you know what? When you watch, I know you brought this up, and it's like the big buzzword around comedy is like the crowd work stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, you got to do it, and I understand that. But it does change the venue so much now because people go expecting to like be a part of it.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm going to a show. I'm gonna go do a show after this. Where I'm trying to get, like, I don't do crowd work really at all.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I need to get better at crowd work.
Well, they need to get better at behaving themselves. Because then now they think they can just yell out, like, I'm going to heckle you so you can crowd work me. Like, crowd work me. Look at me. And they interrupt you 1,000 times. Like you're getting stuff hurled at you. So like, you can work on crowd work, but they need to work on just sit your seat and chill out. It's not always about them.
They want it to be though.
So yeah, it's the show I'm going to tonight. I'm just trying new stuff and gonna do crowd work.
Oh crap! You're doing that tonight?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Where? Which venue? Can you talk about that?
Yeah. No,
It'll
it's
be
fine.
in the past tense.
It's this place called Barney's in Pasadena.
Barney's Beanery?
Yeah.
Oh, I went to one in Santa Monica after every shift.
Yeah,
It was badass.
They
And-
have like this upstairs like patio that we like. They do the show called Road Dogs on
Sick.
like every Wednesday in Pasadena. So I'm gonna start doing that show a lot.
Do you have
I
a
like to
good
get
crew?
better at
Do you have
crowd work.
like? There's so many great comedians out here that
Oh,
seem
yeah.
so fun to
Oh,
hang
yeah.
with. Do you have like a good crew, like good buds?
Yeah. I mean, like I feel like I'm like I've become friends with a lot of cool comedians, like just doing all this,
Nice.
So it's been fun. Yeah.
I gotta come catch you at one of these.
Yeah.
We love it. Oh my gosh, dude! I went to Upright Citizens Brigade. Shout out
Oh,
to
that's
Artie
cool.
Smith.
Hell yes.
He's 1/3 at Discount Cemetery. He's a big fan of improv, and he
Oh,
would go
hell
there
yeah.
all the time and saw everybody. And we went there multiple times, and it was so sick. And like this holy experience, you're seeing like your favorite. It's like seeing your favorite band at a 100-seat club.
Yeah.
It's surreal. If you're a fan of comedy, you get to be up close like that to it.
Oh yeah.
It's insane. Dude, what's his face? The homie Brett Gelman from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
He was at it. I watched him do a live performance.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, he's my spirit like guide because as my hair falls, I kind of look like him as I age, and I act like him a little bit. So I'm like, oh, that's me, and it gives me like something to like, okay, that's you. Stay focused, man. It's not gonna be that bad. But point is, that was so fun and comedy's fun. I'm so psyched to see you in the act.
Yeah.
And I worry about the crowd work thing because people don't know how to behave themselves. And it's like, everybody wants to be crowd worked, you know?
Yeah.
You're
It's
gonna be
like,
mean or you're gonna be nice about it, depending. Because I know you can go.
No,
either
I mean
way,
I'm
but-
gonna probably go both ways. I mean I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see how it goes tonight. I'm not really sure. So.
Do you think the Comedy Store is haunted? Is that the haunted one?
Yeah, I think it is. I definitely think it is. I've heard a bunch of different like stories about it. I would like to be like the thing is though I feel like the only way to know that is like really be there when no one else is there, and that's when I think it would be pretty creepy, honestly.
Yeah.
Also there's like a tunnel from the Comedy Store like to that house in the back. So that's like super crazy.
Have you gone through the tunnel?
No, I haven't.
You got to do it.
That's
My hope. I'm gonna project that for you.
Yeah,
and
that
for
would be
us
amazing.
as affiliates and fans,
Yeah.
the people want you to go through that tunnel and report back of what it's like.
I want to go through the tunnel. That would be amazing.
Dude, you're gonna do it.
Yeah, that would be sick. Like, I'm curious just what it's like.
Yeah.
Like what's in there.
Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I definitely think the Comedy Store's haunted. I've heard like I feel like there's a bunch of venues in LA that are probably haunted. I've also heard the Viper Room's haunted.
It feels that way.
Yeah.
It feels that way.
Viper's got a presence to it. I
Oh,
feel.
it's so
Yeah.
cool. I love that
Absolutely, it
place.
does.
And they told me it was. I had to ask them about it. I feel like there had to have been a recording or something to put that in my mind already. But I went in there asking about it.
Yeah.
I remember, and they told us, the woman who was there forever and told us weird things that happened. It feels weird in there.
But that building reminds me, like you were saying before, like instead of like an entity, just like a place can be haunted. Like that's what the Viper Room is to me. I feel like.
Thank you. Yeah, good tie back. That's what I mean. Is like sometimes you go into spaces and it's just the space itself is interesting. David Lynch is a great example of that. His movies have weird spaces where you don't even care who's in it. You just care that the space is so weird. I guess I just like to be immersed in it. That's why when I watch your stuff, I feel like I'm there with you.
Feeling every moment of pain as
Feeling
he's pulling
no
the
pain.
cactus out of him.
Yeah, dude, my job's easy. I watch from home and I'm like, damn, that sucks. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't. Dude.
Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And you're going on tour or anything? Like, you're going to go travel?
I mean, I don't have any like touring plans at the moment, but I want to like I've done some touring. I'm probably gonna like try to do some like road dates like eventually here. I'm just working on a bunch of new stuff now. So yeah, punching up some old stuff too, just seeing everything better.
That part's so rad.
Yeah.
It's cool to have that happening here. Like, and we've been here 10 years in LA, and it's so fun to have this moment. It's so cool. Like, I'm with you, and all of us at home like are familiar, and by hanging out in the city long enough, you get to like hang out with people that you saw on TV or in a movie first.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, you're my celeb friend now, and also shout out to is it Nick Cohen, right, from Surf Ninjas?
Undead Pep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
he's
yeah.
my other celeb friend, so it's both you.
That's
I
sick.
love Nick.
Hell yeah.
I actually have been meaning to ask him to come on the show because I feel like because he was in Surf
please.
Ninjas.
Yeah,
it'd be
no,
a
that
great
would be sick.
conversation.
He's so cool.
He's a great graphic designer.
He'll be on
also.
it. I'll tell him.
That would
No,
be
not
super
that I have
sick.
control, but I'm saying he'll.
I haven't like straight up asked him, but I've been meaning. I should just text him. And be
Dude,
like, yeah,
ask
what's
anybody.
up?
They're gonna want to be on the show. This is
You're like,
sick.
fuck yeah, hell yeah.
All right,
he
so
did one of my Barry shirts for me actually.
The best.
He's fucking great.
he was in Surf Ninjas, dude.
I love that. Man.
How crazy! It's so rad. I
fucking
watched
cool.
it back. It's so crazy. It has Marv from Home Alone in it. Yeah.
It does have Mara from Home Alone.
Yeah.
And so does Chud. Oh wait, is it Chud? Yeah.
Cannibalistic.
Or am I thinking of Kevin McAllister's dad's in Chud? Oh shoot, and he's in Chud. 2 members of Home Alone are in the movie, the horror
God
movie
damn.
Chud. Have you ever seen Chud?
I haven't.
We're gonna watch that.
You know what it
all right.
stands for?
No.
Cannibalistic humanoid underground
Dwellers.
dwellers, right?
Yeah.
All right, question. Have you seen Chopping Mall?
I haven't.
Oh, dude, we got
Banger.
It's on
Banger.
Tubi.
Okay.
So shout out to Tubi for being free.
Yeah, no, I love Tubi.
Yeah, and their
Tubi,
horror
please
section.
Give me a show.
Dude, they're okay. So we can plug Tubi, right? It's
Yeah,
chill.
Yes. plug
Tubi.
Tubi.
Okay, so
Maybe
check
they'll
it
give us
out.
money.
So, fact, I'm a horror fan. You're a horror
Yeah,
fan.
yeah.
At home, you are. I tell you this with confidence. You put Tubi's horror section up against any other streaming platform, and they're the best, and you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah,
Their horror
no.
section on Tubi is gnarly. Like, they have hitters on that.
Oh, yeah.
And it gives kids access for free. Like, I'm on a budget. I have to cut some streaming services. But I could still watch Chud or Chopping Mall on Tubi.
Fuck yeah.
Or whatever you're about to do. So can you can't talk about it because it's not out yet. But I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna watch you on Tubi too.
Hell yeah.
Dude, F yeah.
Hell yeah. I ask everyone that comes on the podcast this question.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you do every day to make sure you're reaching your maximum potential?
Oh, that's so nice of you to ask. Oh man, this is such a lame answer, but it's the first thing that comes to mind. And I don't do a great job at it, but Colleen is the other half of Discount Cemetery, so it's the 2 of us. And she's cool. She's here in the back. She says, "What's up?"
What's up?
And I never told her in person like our vows. This is so lame, but like my vow in my head was I want to try to make her smile every day, even as things get hard. That's all. It doesn't have to be complicated or like 80 paragraphs. I thought about it a lot, and I realized that if I make her smile every day, that's like the best shot of adrenaline. But I think that translates to everybody. Like, make your version of that. Like, tell your mom you love her, or call up your best friend and be like, "Fuck, dude, thank you. What's up?" Or just say what's up.
Yeah.
Just like I think every day there's a certain people where you have to make sure that you do something to make them happy every day. Smile.
Hell
Little.
yeah.
Anyway, wow, that's a weird answer maybe.
No,
That's a great
really good
answer.
answer.
That
Oh,
was
you
a great
sure?
answer.
That was probably
Some
one of
people
the
just
most-
say like, "Oh, I smoke weed," and
I mean, that's chill too if you want to smoke weed.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love that.
That was like
but,
heartfelt and like really
yeah.
thought. That
No,
was,
that was
well,
a great
good.
answer though.
I mean, it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, everybody will find that version too. Like, you just don't know. Life is so funny, and you could try all this work to figure it out, and it's just gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
You definitely did not expect to be in the group that like you
Like watch
worshipped
growing up.
or
Yeah,
liked growing up.
yeah.
I didn't expect to be making shirts in a garage for people all over the world. Like, it's so. I guess we're just grateful.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, so I try to be grateful every day. And just have think about all of emotions, all of them, fear, anger, happiness, joy, this, that, horniness, all of them, right? I think like gratitude's a really good one. Horniness is a real close second. Like, they're equal. But like gratitude and horniness are great. And I just try to like be grateful, even though life keeps kicking me down, dude. Life is like doing some really cheap shots now. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
My iPod wipe my 2nd gen iPod wipe.
no.
The cactus fell over in the car. I had like a panic attack in the shower about my whole life crashing down. But I'm here today and I made it. So
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
these are a lot of ansers.
these
that
are great.
not correct.
It's all good.
What's yours? What's your thing?
I mean, right now I'm just trying to do like productive thing. Like I'm just trying to like make sure I'm doing like trying to create something every day, you know?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to keep up with.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm not like actually like making and posting something, even if it's just working towards creating something.
What's your version? Like writing a concept or like shooting a skit?
Writing a joke, like making part of a song or like doing something, you know, just working towards like, you know, the goal, which my goal is like I just want to create funny stuff or eventually create some scary stuff too, you know, but just do that kind of like just be creating stuff. So, and just like, or making plans to create other things or whatever. Just like, that's sort of the thing right now is just make sure I'm working towards that.
That's so cool. Yeah. I think it's important because the minute you fall out of it, time moves so fast.
Yeah.
The minute you stop, I always tried my version of that. Everybody at home has that too. If you're creative, you have to, it's a numbers game. And it's so dangerous. If you stop playing your guitar and work too much, days turn into weeks, turn into months. And then you don't write any more music, or you don't write down your movie ideas or your own version. Like repetition is key.
Oh yeah.
You know? Luckily, making a business out of it and having manual labor attached to it, like I have to make it every day. So I'm like locked in. Yeah. But I think it's important to get locked in. And dude, that's rad. Elliott Smith, the singer, was like that. He would make a bunch of songs and then throw them all away to get one. That's like a common thing, you know? And I guess the last thing I'll say is that process is cool because you never know. That Wednesday that sucked where you had no ideas, you look back and you're like, that was a rad idea actually. A month later it jumps out. When you have all this to pull from, it is helpful. I try to do that too with like ideas of what to put on clothes. I like to have a rotating chamber, like 36 chambers in my brain of like what it could be. And then you pull what chamber out, you know? Am I Inspector Deck today? Am I Raekwon the Chef today? Am I meth today? But like whatever, but like for real though. So it's great because then you're creating a great backstock of creativity, man.
Oh yeah, dude. Do you have anything you want to plug?
O'Reilly's O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Can we get sponsored by them?
That would be sick.
That would be kind of sick,
Should I
honestly.
say Discount Cemetery?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of should.
Oh, Discount Cemetery. Thanks for being a part of it. www.discountcemetery.com. Shout out to our skeleton crew. That's what we call the posse, you know?
Fuck yeah.
Shout out to Zach, Jeff for having me, Nick Cohen. It's my Grammy speech. My acceptance speech.
Your acceptance speech.
Did you see Conan's where he brought out the auctioneer at the end to go through it all real fast?
Yes. Love that.
Awesome, right?
I will say though, for everybody listening, Discount Cemetery, you got to check it out. They got some really cool shit. It's super fucking cool.
Thank you. I was hoping one of you guys would plug me up. I feel like if I do it, it's weird.
Do it. I'm plugging you up. It's good. It's real good.
You hear that?
It's sick. Go check out Discount Cemetery. And you know what? Thank you so much for coming on the pod. This has been awesome. I've had a great time. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, dude.
Can I hug you from over here?
Yeah, do it. Make it a thing.
Thanks,
Make
bro.
it a thing. Hell yes.
Hopefully that's usable.
Yeah, we're still recording, Spencer.
Oh, my bad.
It's all good. And thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching at home.
And check out Discount Cemetery
Check out
and
Zach.
Stay Maximum.
Hell yeah.